Okay, welcome back. So we have a carnival as well. It started when I built this Ferris wheel, or actually we built like this little roundabout, and then I built this Ferris wheel. You can actually get in these different carts. Unfortunately, the whole thing doesn't rotate, but it lights up. Again, you can see there's some of those glitchy blocks, but oh well. Yeah, there's our Ferris wheel. And we've got little games. You know, there's bumper cars. This is the bunny launcher game. So grab the axe, step right up. It's supposed to be a hammer, and so you step up, a bunny appears, and you push the button. The bunny launches up, the lights turn on, bunny falls and dies. Sad. It's sad the bunny dies, but let's do it again. Bunny. Is it supposed to be like the bell game thingy? And my younger brother and I were messing around one day and we figured this out and we just, yeah, we went for it. A little ice cream shop I built. This is supposed to be like a balloon popper game, but we could never find the right balloons for the add-on. And then this is the shooting game. So if I stand here, I should be able to. It launches fireworks. Yay! And then this here, I can't remember how you get up there. I don't know if there's like an elevator or what. I don't remember. Maybe. Ah, yeah. Here you go. Water elevator. You go up. Hmm. Okay, it's not working. But anyway, what you do is you activate the switch. The minecart should appear, and then you ride the cart down, and oh, it's supposed to bounce you. Oh, look, here we go. Here's a cart. Yeah, it's supposed to, it's supposed to look like an atomic blast. And there's the top of the bunny launcher. Looks like a bunny. I'm gonna hop in. Whee! Okay, we're gonna have to fix that because that's why it hit the thingy. One more time. Doing, there we go. Whee! Whee! Yeah. Anyway, bumper cars, volleyball court, and yeah. And one thing we absolutely love. My older brother built the first one, and we now have multiple. But we have golf courses, and basically what you do is you take an ender pearl and you play around a golf. And maybe one of these days I'll get the guys on and we'll play together. But we are going to go back this because that's just about everything. Now we're going to make our way to my build. But first, I'll show you the that Mount Olympus floating island thingy. Oh, and yes, we do have Hooters. Yeah, we built our own clouds. When we say we, I mean me, but you know. You shouldn't be lightning here. You can't get in. There we go. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Screw it. So this is Niece's area. She's got the yellow. Or no, this is younger brother maybe? I don't know. This is my older brother's area. Yeah, Niece has the yellow. There's older brother over here. This is younger brother here. The Knox is very natural. And this is my section with the warden. Again, her colors are pink, teal, orange, and this nether brick. Little fishies. Okay, so we are now going to go to let's get away from that lightning and thunder that's loud. Come on. Did I never set that up? Okay, fine, we'll take this. Okay. Yeah, this lightning is really... Okay, we'll just take the long way. So when I first started playing about 2.5 years ago, I asked my brothers, well, what do you guys need? And said, I don't know. So, well, as a recovering addict and alcoholic, having been to jail, I said, could you guys use a prison? He said, sure. So this is my prison structure, and it has actually now inspired a book series that I'm working on. So this is not done yet, but that's this is one of the ways to get into one of the Supermax areas, inspired by Chronicles of Riddick. They just drop them in. My younger brother lovingly calls this thing the Donut of Death. It is the observation ring that the guards can go into. And here we have the reason it's called Dragon Fang Island is because this massive dragon skeleton sits on the top of here. And again, the dragon, I have named her Nifwina, and she is featured in my book. that I'm working on. As are all these shrines. There are 21 total, not including this one, but all the tops of them are inspired by, are a direct copy of this. Here lies forever in our hearts the Dragon Slayer, Tariq Zhang, my beloved Zingezi, with love and pride, Lava, and that's a direct callback to my characters and but again, it inspired the book, and now the writings have inspired some of the builds as well. So it's kind of cool how it. And the Warden is a direct descendant of those two characters, like 33 generations removed. But my Warden is she is very, I don't want to say evil, but kind of. For instance, here we have a Colosseum where she holds gladiator battles. And you can see there's the tee off for hole 1 for the course that goes through this volcano over here, and the 18th green comes in on the other side. So yeah, this is the Colosseum entrance. So yeah, this is my whole area here. And yes, I crafted this entire volcano. This was before I had terraforming tools, so it was by hand. There's a little docks where the VIP guests can come to the arena and watch. It's a little visitor center and restaurant, and this is the Warden's personal yacht. Over here we have a research center. People were playing with portals, and you can see the portal exploded, and this fungal growth has expanded, and it's kind of it's an idea we're playing with, and we just had fun with it, and yeah. But anyway, we're going back to the prison here momentarily. So over here is staff housing. You know, when the staff is on the island for long periods of time, they have their own little neighborhood. A pool, little convenience store, houses, a couple of apartment complexes. And if we go back this way, you can see I have a hospital. I'll come to that in a second. The hospital, which actually goes pretty far underground. The psych ward, and that's the Greek symbol for, I think, like something, I can't remember off the top of my head. So these are the doctor's offices. So all of my psychiatrists are named after famous serial killers. It was meant to be a joke. So Dr. Gacy. So you see bright colors. The whole thing was clowns. Yeah, it's meant to be scary. Dr. Blanco. She is known as the Black Widow, or like basically she was a narco queen. So you see the floor kind of looks like cocaine. And Dr. Holmes, yes, as in H.H. Holmes, you know, green, you know, money, you know, these things kind of, yeah, they're, Yeah, it's creepy, and it was meant to be. Maintenance closet. I'm gonna hop back out of here. Actually, no, we're gonna go up to here. Authorized personnel only. Bio Research Lab. And yes, it was inspired. Like I did this, to be like the radioactive symbol on the outside, and then I did that, and my little brother said, it's kind of giving me Umbrella Corps vibes. And I'm like, you know what? We can work with that. So we're gonna go down here. Welcome to the Hive. Keycard access beyond this, only beyond this point. Yeah. So we're going to take the elevator a little bit lower. And this is our lobby. Sub-level 1. Sub-level 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. There used to be zombies in there, but this is basically where, if our realm was to be attacked by zombies, this is where the breakout would start. So we're going to exit the hive. This is the very bottom level. So yeah, if you've ever seen Resident Evil, we tried very hard to make sure that this looked like the hive. And then this is another Supermax prison over here, or Supermax cell block, inspired by the kiln from Guardians of the Galaxy. And there's a network of trains and tunnels that goes all throughout this prison. An underground kitchen, staff access points. It's very immense. You can get lost in here very easily. But we're gonna go back up. I'm gonna go into spectator here real quick. These are the general pop cells over here. And this little guard post was inspired by the Ghostbusters building. Ghostbusters Firehouse. And yes, I actually do have prisoners in here. Where are they? Where are they? They might be sleeping. I hear some of them. Oh, look, there we go. There's a prisoner. Little guard towers. The yard. Guys playing basketball. Weight benches. Pull-up bars. More weights. This cell block over here is for the warden's favorites, and it was kind of inspired by the cell block from Shawshank Redemption. If we go over to these cells in the bottom level, You might recognize some of the names. So Blatch, Snooze, Fish, Haywood, Tommy, Brooks, Red, Boggs, and Dufresne. Yes, Andy Dufresne. And look, what is this? Haha, he's been digging. And I actually have an escape from prison quest that I have not finished yet that starts there. Okay. And then over here we do have the women's cell block right here. They got their own little greenhouse. And then if we continue going over the water here, I'm going to go back in this direction so I can show you the big damn tree. Where is it? Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh well. I'll get back there. I should have gone this way. So yeah, we're back over the volcano. Dragons and on top of the admin buildings. They actually go all throughout the this pillar here. But if we follow this track, so this is our big tree, and yes, I built that. There was a half of a pirate ship turned over on its side and floating in the air, and none of us wanted to delete it. And we didn't know what to do with it, so I built this tree as if it grew up, and the pirate ship got caught up in it. These are the receiving docks for any prisoners that arrive. You see this tunnel underwater, that's actually how they go to the prison. That's a whole nother journey for another time. These are my dragons. The docks. And again, the guards can also come in here, and everything is sectioned off so the prisoners can't get to their area. But yeah, they've got their own little farmer's market, little grocery store, some apartment buildings over here. You see, here's a line of prisoners being brought in from the boat. Looks like one got away. Here's our guards. Kind of looks like one of the guys from Slipknot. Huh. Escort him to here. And yes, that sign does say fuck around and find out. There's a massive turret right there, and we'll come up and do that. Yeah, basically, yeah, go ahead and mess around. Here's my crane and my ship that is offloading goods. and it takes them into here, and it can take them to the kitchens or any other place. And then again, I hand built this. This is a crater from a meteor impact. This looks like something straight out of Lord of the Rings, but with more color. But they escort the prisoners on that bridge, and the guards can go on this one. And there's holding cells down there, and then they actually take them to the main prison through there, where they're sorted into more areas. But now, let me check the time on this video. 25 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up.